Hello, hello, everyone. Great afternoon. Welcome to Life Coaching Access. So, Life Coaching Access is your daily access with professional certified life coaches brought to you by Life Coach Philippines. And Life Coach Philippines is our community of professional certified life coaches. And Life Coaching Access is our service to the community, and we aim to help individuals experience the process of transformation through the platform of life coaching. So, if you want to know more about our international coaching classes and services, please connect with Coach Giselle through 0917-586-1661 for assistance. So, I am Coach Candee Teng for Self Love 101, discovering the power to heal from within. And your access with me is every Fridays from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. And for my segment this afternoon, I will be sharing It's Not Over. So please tag your friends in the comment below and invite them to join our conversation. And of course, you may also share this FB Live to your timeline, FB groups, and FB pages so that we can reach more people and help transform lives. So hello, great afternoon. I see Coach Glacy and I see Claire. Hello, hello. Magandang hapon. Okay. So if in case you're meeting me for the first time and in case you're watching this on a replay, allow me to introduce myself. So my name is Coach Candee Teng. I'm a professional life and mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines with coaching focus on healing and recovery. And also I am a very proud member or a very proud master builder apprentice of Master Coach A, and of course, we build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream to come true. And my mission is to help 1 million individuals who wants to take the courageous step out of comfortability to journey towards not only healing but recovery. And if you ask what kind of recovery, it's all about recovery from their broken name, broken identity, and broken dreams so they can design and truly live a life of stewardship. Yep. And I am also a proud single mom, and I am a mental health and wellness advocate. And what I would be sharing with you are, of course, my learnings, personal learnings, and the truths of my journeys as I went through the process of healing and recovery myself. So, for those who don't know, I used to be clinically diagnosed with multiple mental illnesses. So, I used to be ADHD, bipolar, I had postpartum depression. I have multiple personality disorder. I used to have six personalities, but I'm good. I'm just one right now. So what you are seeing right now on the screen is just one person. And of course, I had eating disorders before as well. And my battle cry, my personal battle cry when it comes to illnesses, mental illnesses, even not in mental illnesses, but in life in general, is that your illnesses, your mistakes, your past doesn't define who you are and should not define who you are. What should define who you are is what you do now in your present with what is given to you, with what you have towards the future that you want to create. So it's all about the process of who you are becoming, not who you were before. Yeah. So if you want to connect with me, feel free to follow my FB page. It's Coach Candee. And of course, my new Facebook group, When Comfort is Not Too Comfortable Coaching Tribe. So I will be speaking about this more towards the end. And I'm really super excited to be sharing with you more about my new FB group. And if you want to connect with me personally, you want to drop me a note, ask me a question, feel free to message me, add me at my personal account, Candee Teng. And of course, I invite you to like the Cup Coffee Republic. It is where I am right now, and it is the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. Hello, Master Coach Jasmine. Thank you for joining. Yan. And with that, of course, I'd like to invite you to be a blessing, to be a channel of love and hope as you get to bless someone with a meal from the Cup Coffee Republic, and let your personal message inspire someone today. So this can be a personal message, a note of encouragement, a note of appreciation, um, a note of forgiveness, a note for asking for forgiveness, and so much more. And of course, together with your personal message, we will be the one. I also write the messages for you, so it's full of love. It's ano, basta it's made out of love, with overflowing love. So let us help you bring light to someone else's life by giving the love gift through a meal from the Cup Coffee Republic, and be blessed, of course, all the more for being a blessing to someone else's life. And with this, the Promise Bible Discovery Journal, I really would like to share with you and invite you to grab your copy of this wonderful journal of Master Coach A, where you will be, tawag dito, where you will be looking at the promises of God in your life, and be, of course, discovering your personal promises from God. And aside from this, we also have the virtues inside this Promise Bible Discovery Journal. So the virtues are scattered all throughout the stories in the Bible. And if you're like me, where you have a hard time to grasp them, and you want to know more about them, but you feel overwhelmed and you don't know where to start, so this Bible Promise Journal is the perfect place for you to get started. So it includes the virtues in the Bible, and each virtue is laid out, of course, in a single beautifully designed page. And a creativity to help you, of course, experience the Bible truths or biblical truths in an amazing and very simple way. And if of course, it pinpoints virtues appearance in the Bibles. You get to learn significant scriptures in the Old and New Testament, and you get to understand and explore God's message with ease. And if of course you're like me, who can really relate to stories, you get to find stories related to each virtue in the Bible. So as I begin, I invite you to be intentional in getting your hashtag pack my bag moment. So these are your key points, aha moments, words, sharings, lessons that resonated with heart, that pinches your heart. And these are powerful truths that really speaks to you. And you, when you usually get this, when you're attending a workshop, when you're especially when you have paid for it, you usually say, I'm done, I got it, I got what I paid for, I can leave. Okay lang na hindi mo natapusin yung session, because it created that value in you already. But then again, I'm just going to start. So I invite you to journey with me and finish this episode. And of course, you can put your hashtag pack my bag moment at ATM, no? At the moment in the comment section of this live. So you get to bless your fellow viewers, your fellow learners. And of course, I encourage you to share your hashtag Pack My Bag moment on your timeline, so you get to bless other people, especially for those who needs to hear and see your aha moments. And of course, if you want to put the context so people will know where your hashtag Pack My Bag moment comes from, you can put hashtag life coaching access and hashtag self-love 101. And my topic for this afternoon, it's not over. It's actually no, it's a song. It's a song. It's a Christian song by Mandisa. In the title, it's not over. For I know I said though that for the course of this month, it's all about honesty. And although it may not seem, or it may not look like something that is related to honesty, there is a very very strong relationship with honesty and saying it's not over. So again, as I have shared, I am a life coach that has a focus on healing and recovery. And oftentimes when people get into healing, wala namang healing no pag walang pain. So oftentimes when people get into that shape, in that season, in that moment of pain, of suffering, of something, of a difficult situation, a challenging situation, where almost you know that you had this feeling of wanting to give up, where you say it's over, but deep down in your heart is saying, fight, stand, fight once more. It's not over. And so there is a conflict between your heart and in your mind. So technically, um oftentimes I encountered clients, I encountered people who I serve, that you can really hear this conflict between their heart and their mind. But of course, the heart is really the heart really remembers what it really wants, and it cries out. But oftentimes it just gets ruled, I don't know, overruled by the mind. And with that, we fail to listen to our own true selves, to our own heart. And the moment that we do that, it's actually a moment where we become dishonest with ourselves. So let's talk about It's Not Over. I really like this. Again, it's a Christian song. Hello, Leonard. Good afternoon. So I would be just sharing with you the lyrics. It's not sequential, meaning yung chorus sa nasa huli ko siya nilagay, no? That I really like to for you to really look into the lyrics. And just imagine a place, even if you are in the season right now where you're feeling so much pain, that you feel there's so much challenges in your life, and you want to look into healing. If you're someone who is looking into healing, but towards the process of healing, you're encountering so much pain, because again, healing is a process, and healing requires for you to embrace your own pain. And you cannot embrace something that you do not know. So eventually, you get to uncover your own pain, you get to address your own pain, you really get to acknowledge and acknowledge and, yeah, embrace your own pain. So that's really the process of healing. That's the true process of healing. And I really like to be more personal this time, that for me, my healing really came from Jesus. It's like they said, no, Jesus is the true healer and the only healer that is there. So I really like to share with you, since this is a Christian song, I really like to share with you the process when you're in that moment that you are looking for healing, you are looking for light, and you are in that struggle that you want to keep on fighting in life, but you find it hard to cling on and to fight in life. So this is the first ewan ko tawag sa stanza, no? So you're right here in the questions, in the quiet. You're still speaking. You're out here in the unknown, in the lowest low. You're still reaching, nothing lost, nothing wasted. I'm steady in your hand. Even now, you're orchestrating a miracle. Oftentimes, when we go into a very painful situation, we always think of what is wrong, and we always look that's a default, that we always look for what is wrong. We always look at pain on the negative side. But I really like how this lyrics came in very start pa lang, no, in the onset, that even if the person is in the lowest of the low, even if the person is in pain, even if the person cannot make sense of what is happening, even if the person has so much questions, as you can see here, the person is secured, the person is steady, as long as they know and they're holding on to their faith to God. And they know, I really love the perspective here when the artist said that even now you're orchestrating a miracle, because oftentimes in hard times, people cannot see the the other side of it. I mean, the other side of it, ibig sabihin yung positive, no? The purpose of the pain. Oftentimes, you want answers quick. We want answers now. But in here, this is very straight. It says, even now, you're orchestrating a miracle. So technically, the person is in pain, but the person chooses to trust the process of God, chooses to trust. And I really learned this here, especially here in DCAP, when there are things that you really cannot understand. I really like to quote Coach Rizal, no? But of course, as I quote Coach Rizal, sasabihin niya na galing din siya kay Chairman. So from quote Master Coach A as well. If you're undergoing something that's painful and everything, and you can really can't make sense of it, the perspective there is to find where is God's presence in there, in the midst of everything, in the midst of turmoil and everything. Where is God in the presence in that situation? Where is God? And when you get to see where God is, it really gives you that peace, that sense of peace. And it's really something that I learned in my journey, even in life coaching, in the process of life coaching. Like I've been really passionate in professing that life coaching is a miracle profession, because you get to transform into becoming someone who you thought is wasn't possible. And ano pa ba? And a life coach, working with a life coach, makes you do things you never thought you would do and you can do. And that's why I really call it a miracle profession. But really, personally, for me, it has become a healing profession, because I really got healing with encountering God through the profession. Because working with Master Coach A, who is my personal life coach, Master Coach A had that, alam mo yun, like I always say, it's God's love personified. So you get to really see that there is really a love that is unconditional, a love that really embraces, a love that is pure. And with that, as I witnessed that, I see God, I saw God, and then eventually I got I went back to God, and I got that personal relationship with God, and it brought me that healing. So yeah. So if you are in pain right now, even if you don't understand what is happening, just remember that God's presence is there. And no matter how painful it is, once you see that God is working, you will be able to embrace the pain. Although it's a process, you will be able to embrace it. And then the second part of the lyrics says, you're right here in the tension. In this season, you're revealing, you're the breakthrough and the answer, every promise, all my healing. So ano siya, no? I'm becoming very emotional, because my healing and my recovery process is something that I thought was not possible. This emotion right now that you are seeing is really from gratefulness that it was given to me, and I value it so much, and I treasure it so much. That I went when I went to life coaching, it's just about managing my symptoms, managing myself, but I got the healing. And for you who are there right now, who feel you are hopeless, you feel you are in pain, know that it is possible for you as well. That even in the darkest moment, light can shine. Even in the tension, even in the season that you don't know, there is something that is revealing. There is something that is breaking through in you. And just cling on to the promise, to your desire to go for healing. Healing that is anchored on your faith. Healing that is anchored on your core values. Healing that will make you become a better person each day. A healing that makes you want to become better, and not the kind of healing that brings the monster out in you. And even when my heart can't understand, you still have a future and a plan. Oh yeah, even when my heart can't understand, by faith, I will believe that you still have a future and a plan for me, and you'll complete it. Oftentimes, when you are in that space, when you are in that pain, you really can't understand anything, and you all have these questions: why is this happening to me? Why of all people, everything is just happening to me? But faith, by faith, when you say faith, is you believe something even if you cannot see it. By faith, when we talk about faith, faith in God, faith even in yourself, that you have a future, that you can make it, that you'll eventually go through it and you'll become victorious. You will become victorious. And this is what's really beautiful with this song. It's not over, it's not over, it's not over. You can finish. what you have started. If you are journeying into healing and you're encountering so much pain, know that it is not over. And you, despite that pain that you are feeling right now, despite the situations you're feeling right now, despite the challenges you are encountering right now, be secured that you'll finish, you can finish what you have started. It's not over. And with everything that is happening, something good will always come out. Something good will always come out, and you can finish. As long as you keep on telling yourself and you believe and you have faith on yourself that it's not over, and you cling onto your faith anchored with your core values, with your principles in life. That is something that often people who journey through healing, who get to really come face to face with the darkness, with their pain, lose sight of their core values, their own principles. And if you are in that season, that moment where you get to encounter your pain, and it's as if you feel that you don't know who you are anymore, that you don't know what your core values are anymore, then no, again, it's not over. Because even if you can find one right now, you can still be able to create and stand on your own core values. You can create core values. If you've been living a life where you have been in a cage, when I say a cage, where you are in a cage of pleasing other people, of living life according to the standards of other people, know that it's not over. As long as you live, it's not over. You can, and you still have a chance to step out of that cage of pleasing other people, of living on the expectation of other people, and start uncovering yourself. Start discovering yourself. Start putting that broken pieces back to yourself, and start creating and standing on your own core values. It's not over, and it is something, if you really want healing, it starts with you becoming honest with yourself, and telling yourself, and embracing and giving permission to yourself to really embrace what you really want, to become honest. That even if your mind is trying to give up, your heart is saying it's not over, be honest. Really, that's the first step. If you want healing, that's the first step. Be honest. Embrace and accept that as long as you have life, as long as you're breathing, it's not over. Hindi naputo yung part ng song, but I really just wanted to share this. This is from this is from the singer as well. Nakalimutan ko tuloy, di ba yung name? Everybody's been down. Hit the bottom, hit the ground. You're not alone. Just take a breath. Don't forget. Hang on to his promises. He wants you to know. And if you're someone right now who doesn't know the promises of God to you, I really encourage you to connect with Coach Rizal and really avail of the Promise Bible Journal. It will do wonders in your life, and you get to really discover His promises to your life, His promises to you. Because you are from God, little children, and you have overcome them. Because greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. So this is something that I have really discovered throughout my journey, healing and recovery. To really, I mean, for me, because I've gone through different healing modalities. I went to mysticism. I went to different energy healing, yoga, meditation, and everything. But when I started to really meditate on the Word of God, I started to go back to my faith. I started to go back to my original design. I started to develop a relationship with God. Eventually, I really got the healing because, as they say, Jesus is the true healer. And when I had accepted that, it was given to me. So that is where healing really came into my life. And if you are someone who is suffering right now, Know that your God is greater than the one who rules in this world. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. It's easy to say, it's not over, it's not over, it's not over. But what seals it really is your courage. Is your courage to stand for yourself. It's your courage to step out of your cage. It's your courage to speak. It's your courage to find your own voice. It's your courage to find their own dreams. No matter how broken it is, it's your courage to find your identity. It's your courage to step out and decide to finally live in your purpose, in your original design. But the question is always, do you have the courage? Because as you go on and step out of that cage of comfortability, as you go on and journey towards recovering your broken identity, your broken name, your broken dreams, you get to uncover the treasures that is really hidden within you, that you have been finding and wanting from other people, from the things in life. It is all just within you. But do you have the courage to say it's not over? And do you have the courage to finally take a stand, a bold stand, a courageous stand for your own life, and to stop allowing other people to hurt you and stop other people in dictating your life? And of course, you cannot change your life if you do not act, because action changes things. And with that, I invite you to have a discovery session with me. This is aligned with emotional rehab bundle of Master Coach A, where you get really find the emotional healing, where we where we journey together to create a crystal vision for the kind of life that you really want to live and enjoy. And we also get to uncover hidden pain and open wounds that are sabotaging your journey to recovering your identity, recovering your dreams, and living, of course, the dream life that you want. And of course, during the session, as you finish the session, you leave the session renewed, re-energized, and inspired to finally receive healing and empowerment to move in fulfilling your purpose in life. Remember, pain is there, wounds are there, hurt is there, but it is only there when you allow them to stay. And of course, it matters that you make a decision that you are saying yes to yourself. And I'd like to invite you to become a foundational member of the tribe. So again, the tribe that I'm building is When Comfort is Not Too Comfortable Coaching Community. It has launched just this Sunday. And of course, like I have said in the beginning, I have a mission to help 1 million individuals who wants to take a courageous step out of comfortability to journey towards not only healing, but recovery from their broken name, broken identity, and broken dreams, so they can design and truly live a life of stewardship. Because I'm really looking for people who are living a comfortable lifestyle, but who wants more in life. Because little do people know that living a comfortable lifestyle has a very high price to pay. But often people do not understand them. That's why they are met with so much pain and judgment, and they feel that they are alone in journeying life. But hey, you don't have to journey alone. For these people, for the people who don't know, no, I'm living a comfortable lifestyle. The price of that, the high price of that is death. It means death to the quality of life they desire, death to a good life, death to their dreams, death to their own identity, death to their own sanity, and of course, death to the kind of relationship, authentic relationship that they truly desire. And if you're someone who really wants to journey on, to take that courageous step, to journey on outside of your comfortable lifestyle, then it's time to rise up. It's time to step out of your cage, because your cage, your comfortable cage, is actually a cage of pain. It's time to put the pieces back, your broken name, your broken identity. It's time to stand and be proud of who you really are and not what people tell you to be or dictate you to be. And it's time to finally believe in that person who you can become and in those dreams that you really want to accomplish. And it begins, of course, to step out of that cage. You have to kiss life with the death of your comfort. So I invite you to connect with me. Go on and join my group when comfort is not too comfortable, coaching tribe. So as I end this session this afternoon, remember, your scars tell a story. They are a reminder of times when life tried to break you but failed. They are markings of where the structure of your character was welded. Oftentimes, we forget that pain has its purpose, that whenever we are met with pain, it is a gift where we can really look into what needs to be changed, what needs to improve in our life. And with pain, the way we respond to pain, it also builds up the character in us. Remember that life is full of disappointments, failures, and setbacks, and none of those things can actually stop you. And you have the power in you to overcome anything that life throws at you. There is nothing as powerful as your resolve, as your decision, as your determination to tell yourself it's not over and you will continue to fight for your life. Surround yourself with people who remind you that you matter and support you by not crippling you, but supporting you, by empowering you, by bringing out the good and the best in you and not the monster in you. Find that ecology. We are here for you. Remember that no person, situation, or circumstance can define who you are, and don't allow it to define who you are. Don't give up, don't give in, and don't ever, ever stop believing that your healing and recovery is impossible. Remember, it's not over until you decide it is. As long as you're breathing, there's a chance. As long as you're breathing, life goes on, and continue to live, not towards just settling less than what you deserve, but really journeying on towards the life that you truly want to live for yourself. So as I end today's episode, let me invite you to visit our coaching hub, Decaf Coffee Republic. It is where I am right now. So we are located at Pioneer Center or PC Compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton in United Streets, Capitolia, Pasig City, and we are just across by Yanihan Center. And of course, our coaching hub is open physically from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. only, so you still have time to come over and come here. But of course, the virtual operations is 24 by 7, and we offer coaching services on demand any time of the day, any day of the week. So please just connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for your coaching needs. And of course, I will see you again next Friday, same time, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom. Bye-bye.